Cholelithiasis, period, bilateral renal cyst, period, small fat containing left inguinal hernia, period, degenerative lumbar spondylosis with prior L4-5 posterior lumbar interbody fusion, period, hepatic steatosis, period, small hiatal hernia, period, acute sigmoid diverticulitis in the right lower quadrant without abscess or perforation, period. Apply findings. Exit findings mode. So the other parts of Powerscribe findings mode, so you open your study, your template opens, and then the first step, you're going to say enter findings mode. And you'll hear a beep, and you'll see this separate box open on the bottom of the screen. Then every statement you say, so you're looking through your CT, and you're saying hepatic steatosis, period. Urine fibroids, period. Basilar atelectasis in the lungs, period. So each statement is separated by a period. That is one of the criteria. So any statement has to be a statement with a period, and then you can just continue. You don't have to select the field as you go. So you just say all the statements, period. Then at the end, you'll say apply findings. All the findings will pop into the field that they're supposed to go to, ideally, if your template is working correctly. Then you say exit findings mode. And then if you haven't already, you can go to your impression and then organize it how you want to. And then you can say sign report. So that's the basic gist of how to run it. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to use the findings mode in Powerscribe. So go to your Powerscribe menu, go to Tools. We'll zoom in. Tools up top, Auto Text Editor. Now pick your template. I'm going to pick a template that I've fixed up a lot already. So here's a template. This is my TAVR template. We'll open it. And you can see all these categories. So under lungs, I'm going to right click lungs. I'm going to hit the edit in the field. Now you get this box. You see that it has a fill in field definition. So it's a text type. None of these boxes are checked. We don't want them checked. Under default, I have what my default statement is, and then there's this definition of hyponyms on the left. So the hyponyms are words that when you say them in a sentence, Powerscribe will recognize that word within the sentence, and it will take the sentence you just said and put it into this field. And so imagine that every field, these hyponyms have to be different. The first thing to think of is that the field itself, we're on lungs. So if you say the word lungs, that becomes one of those words. So if you say the lungs are clear, that statement will automatically be placed into the lungs field. If I say there is mild atelectasis and consolidation with areas of emphysema, all three of those statements will drop it into there. But it only takes one statement. And here you see that I put the word pulmonary. So I can say pulmonary interstitial edema, and the word pulmonary will drop it into lungs. I think there's another one. So under heart, I have all these roots, so you can just use part of a word. So cardio in the heart field will drop it into the heart field. Pericardial, coronary, valve. So I'm trying to use words that will not appear in any of the other fields. It takes a little bit of practice, and I've been working on this for 6 months. Let's see, we'll give you one more example. So liver. So I have steatosis, hepatic, and hepato. So I could say hepatocellular carcinoma, and that would appear there, or I don't know, anything else. So a word or the root of a word can be used. Let's see, one more. So this isn't really built out that well, but diverticulosis or sigmoid, I think I have other templates with more hyponyms in there. So basically all you're doing is adding hyponyms. So this is a CTA TAVR. This is a study that would often take me 20 minutes or more to read. I can read this in 8 minutes if there's nothing crazy and just a bunch of chronic things, because all those items will pop into the field so quickly. That's it for the description of that. So you'd save your changes and then you close, and next time that field pops up, it will ideally work like you want it to work.